What's up? We're going to be looking at the Sony headphones. First, we're going to be looking at the newer model, which is the MDR XB 950 N1s, and I also have the original ones, the Sony XB 950 BTs. So, first off, let's start off with the older ones. These ones I've had for about a year, and they have been excellent headphones. Never had a problem with these. The battery stayed strong. It's really been an excellent headphone. The sound is just remarkable on these. They still sound great. Of course, you can tell there's an improvement with these, which we'll get to that in a minute. But other than that, these are pretty nice. I have had these for, like about a year. And, they have done excellent. The cushion is still soft. That hasn't gone down at all. Of course, there's normal wear and tear, normal scratches and stuff. But other than that, they held up really well. I have took these traveling, and they have held up real well. Very nice. Still working condition. They handle just fine still, as they are. Probably going to last a lot longer. So, these are the new ones I picked up. You can find these for around $250 all the way to $120. Just depends on what deals you find. On Amazon right now, they're about $178. You can find them cheaper, just depending on what deals you got going on at the time. First look at these. Of course, we do see the color change. The red accent is no longer available if you want the noise-canceling version of these, which is what these are, which is what the N1 means. And so pretty much they pretty much have the same exact design. You got a same concept. You got the power button, bass effect, charger, and of course you got your noise canceling, which is a new feature, which this one does not have. So first, let's start off with, of course, you got your power button. You got a light indicating your power, your Bluetooth, whether you're connected or you've lost connection. Your bass effect, of course, you got a light for that, whether that's on or off. Your charging port, which is a micro USB. You got your input, which is basically for just the regular audio cable if you want to use it. That's very good. Like, let's say if the battery dies, if you used them that long, you can just connect it right there, and you can still listen to music, whether the battery's dead or not. You got that option, or if you don't have Bluetooth on your device, that's also a real nice option there too. Here's your noise canceling button. You got the light indicating whether that's on or off as well. You got your NFC, which is very nice, which allows you to connect basically just by touching these headphones. If you got the phone with NFC, you can basically just touch it and it connects. Other than that, you just connect it, you hold it down for about 7 seconds, and you click it in Bluetooth, and it connects that way. On the other side here, you got volume up and down. I like this little indentation, this thing that pops up, so you can feel whether you're pushing it up or down. I like that about that. You also got your play and pause button, your back song, fast forward, whatever you want to call it. You got that, which is very nice. This has a nice feel to it, too. Feels real nice. And I've also noticed in these, they have the same design, and this has not worn out. It hasn't gotten sticky, it hasn't gotten loose. It feels great. It feels really great. Also, this, you can also answer or hang up your calls with these. You can also do that. So, one feature that these have, as far as folding, is you can do that now. You can do that, which is real nice if you want to just throw it in a backpack somewhere or something like that. These ones, however, do not. The older model, these ones do not do that. The only thing these do is, of course, these lay flat. These lay flat, which is really nice. I like that. That's a nice feature. Anytime I storm, I normally have them flat anyways. I haven't really folded them up like that much. But if you have a spot that's perfect for that size, then there you go. These ones, that's how these fold. Only spot these fold, which is really nice. But I also like this, which gives you just more different options of how you want to fold it, where you can put them. You can put them at the top of your backpack. I've found that out, and which is really nice. On the side here, you'll see a little hole, which is your microphones. So if you take calls or whatever, if you're recording, there's your dual microphones. And it works really nice in calls. You sound really clear. It doesn't pick up too much background noise, but it does real well. Also, you got to tell from your left and right. I like this option. I like what it has on here. Of course, you got your left and then your red right here. But I like also it has this little indentation right here that you can feel when you're putting them on. You can feel this is your left, which is also, they also have it on the older model as well. And these ones, by the way, you can pick up for about, you can pick them out for 90 to 120 bucks. These have gone down in price, and these are definitely well worth getting. But if you want some extra features, so the folding, the noise cancellation, and a little bit better sound, and also this has got an app. This has got an app as well, which is really nice. You can control your bass, how much bass you want, if you want less. Of course, you can control your noise cancellation from there, which is pretty neat because there's some songs that you could have too much bass, and that's where you'd like that app. You can lower it down, you can raise it up if you need to, which is really nice. One thing that I found that they changed, but I don't know why they would have changed that, but they did. But the extra bass boost button on this, of course, you can tell in the older model, it's kind of indentioned. It kind of goes in, and it has a it's a nice button. This one, however, is just flush. It's just flush with the rest of the device, and that's not a main issue, but I just don't see why they took that out. There's no reason for it, and I found many other people saying the same thing about that. I just don't know why they took that out, but it's still a very nice headphone. One different thing about these, for instance, when you turn these on, they'll just make like a beep sound that they're on, and then of course you'll see that they're connected. You can turn that on and off. And when you turn the bass boost on and off, you don't get nothing. It does it instant. It does it instant like that. Turns it on, turns it off, which is real nice. And of course, when you turn it off, you get just a beep. And with these new ones, you got some voice action here. When you turn them on, you can see it says power on, Bluetooth connected, which is pretty neat. But the only reason I do not like that voice is because these, you could turn the bass effect on and off. You can do it just like that, on and off. These ones, however, if I press it, and yes, it does stop your music while it's saying that. It pauses your music while it's saying that command. And then if you press it again and you want it turned back on, then if you want it back off, as you can see, it's just a little delayed, and of course it has to say, in its voice, it has to say that. So that's one thing I also don't like about these, but it's really not a big deal. I've already gotten used to it. I hardly even tell it does it anymore. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but that's a change from the old ones and the new ones. I wish that in the app, if they could make it to where you could turn off the voice, that would be great if they would do that. But unfortunately, that's not available at the moment. But it does, yeah, so it's not as quick when you press the bass effect button, but when you press the noise cancellation, does the same thing. It'll say noise cancelling off, noise cancelling on, which the noise cancelling is very, very good in these. Very good in these. If you're in the car or even if you're at home, there's just background noise, it drowns it out really well. Like, it is really good at drowning out the noise. And these are very good. This is pretty good headphone. The sound quality is excellent. If you want bass, if you want really good bass, these are the way to go. They do have a 40mm drivers, which is really big to have in a headphone, and they sound great. You get takes about 4 hours to charge for mine. It takes about 4 hours to charge, which is kind of the same thing with the old ones. But you get 22 hours. You get 22 hours of listening time, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty great. 22 hours. I mean, that's really good. If you're traveling, if you're on a plane, you get 22 hours. And of course, if it dies, you got that auxiliary cable to plug it in. If it dies, you can still listen to your music. Another thing, these did not come with a case or anything. When these came in the box, it was, yeah, they came as is. Of course, you got your power cable and also your auxiliary cord. But the new ones, I like what they threw in, is they threw in kind of a soft bag. just a little pouch you could put them in. Of course, has the Sony logo there. But it's very nice. They fit in there real well. I'm glad they started including something, because when I first picked these up, I was kind of disappointed because I was looking at some Bose headphones and they came with cases, but these ones, however, didn't. Yet these ones were a little bit more pricier at the time. But I like how they started including this now. Of course, they do include your micro USB cable to charge it, of course, and then of course you got your regular audio cable for if you want to listen to it wired up. And that's about it for this review. I'm going to have an Amazon link below for these XB950 BTs, which is the older ones, and I'm also going to have the new ones in the link as well if you want to go check those out. And thanks for watching. Almost forgot one thing. If you press the power button, it tells you the battery level. The old ones didn't have that, these ones do, which is pretty cool. Awesome.